Narrated by Zayd bin Khalid al-Juhani. A man asked Allah's Messenger peace be upon him about the Luqatah. He said, make public announcement of it for 1 year, then remember the description of its container and the string it is tied with, utilize the money, and if its owner comes back after that, give it to him. The people asked, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, what about a lost sheep? Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, take it, for it is for you, for your brother, or for the wolf. The man asked, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, what about a lost camel? Allah's Messenger peace be upon him got angry and his cheeks or face became red, and said, you have no concern with it as it has its feet, and its water container, till its owner finds it. Narrated by Suwaid bin Ghaifala. While I was in the company of Salman bin Rabi'a and Suhan, in one of the holy battles, I found a whip. One of them told me to drop it, but I refused to do so and said that I would give it to its owner if I found him, otherwise I would utilize it. On our return we performed Hajj, and on passing by Medina, I asked Ubay bin Ka'b about it. He said, I found a bag containing 100 dinars in the lifetime of the Prophet peace be upon him, and took it to the Prophet peace be upon him, who said to me, make public announcement about it for 1 year. So, I announced it for 1 year and went to the Prophet peace be upon him, who said, announce it publicly for another year. So, I announced it for another year. I went to him again and he said, announce for another year. So I announced for still another year. I went to the Prophet peace be upon him for the 4th time, and he said, remember the amount of money, the description of its container and the string it is tied with, and if the owner comes, give it to him, otherwise, utilize it. Narrated by Salama. The above narration from Ubay bin Ka'b, adding, I met the sub-narrator at Mecca later on, but he did not remember whether Ka'b had announced what he had found 1 year or 3 years. Narrated by Zayd bin Khalid. A Bedouin asked the Prophet peace be upon him about the Luqatah. The Prophet peace be upon him said, make public announcement about it for 1 year, and if then somebody comes and describes the container of the Luqatah and the string it was tied with, give it to him, otherwise, spend it. He then asked the Prophet peace be upon him about a lost camel. The face of the Prophet peace be upon him became red, and he said, you have no concern with it as it has its water reservoir and feet, and it will reach water and drink and eat trees. Leave it till its owner finds it. He then asked the Prophet peace be upon him about a lost sheep. The Prophet peace be upon him said, it is for you, for your brother, or for the wolf. Narrated by Abu Bakr. While I was on my way, all of a sudden I saw a shepherd driving his sheep. I asked him whose servant he was. He replied that he was the servant of a man from Quraysh, and then he mentioned his name and I recognized him. I asked, do your sheep have some milk? He replied in the affirmative. I said, are you going to milk for me? He replied in the affirmative. I ordered him and he tied the legs of one of the sheep. Then I told him to clean the udder, teats, of dust and to remove dust off his hands. He removed the dust off his hands by clapping his hands. He then milked a little milk. I put the milk for Allah's Messenger peace be upon him in a pot and closed its mouth with a piece of cloth and poured water over it till it became cold. I took it to the Prophet peace be upon him and said, drink, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. He drank it till I was pleased.